Welcome to another episode of District of Sports. I'm George Gerbo. A reminder that you can find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search District of Sports in your favorite podcast app. William Byron has taken the already legendary number 24 Chevrolet and has quickly authored his own NASCAR legacy behind its wheel. At just 27 years old, the Hendrick Motorsports driver has emerged as one of the sport's most competitive, having already earned 14 Cup Series wins and now 7 consecutive playoff appearances. Byron is headed back to the playoffs after winning the season-opening Daytona 500 for the second straight year, joining only Richard Petty, Cale Yarborough, Sterling Marlin, and Denny Hamlin to go back-to-back in the sport's most prestigious race. And the Charlotte native is the only driver other than NASCAR Hall of Famer Jeff Gordon to win for Hendrick in the iconic number 24. He's also got a good relationship with DC native Rajah Caruth. Caruth just won the second race of his young career at Nashville in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and the two are teammates in the series driving for Spire Motorsports. Byron was in the district recently to tour the city and take in some iconic DC experiences, think Ben's Chili Bowl, ahead of this summer's races in nearby Dover and Richmond. Joining me on District of Sports is the two-time defending Daytona 500 champion, current leader as well of the NASCAR Cup Series standings, Hendrick Motorsports driver William Byron. William, I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're off to such a hot start this season, and I want to start there on the organization side. Congratulations on the 4-year contract extension with Hendrick Motorsports through 2029. Rick Hendrick, one of the legends of motorsport, legends of NASCAR. There's so much loyalty in the organization among his drivers and among the people that work there. How important was it for you to get the extension done, and why do you enjoy driving for Mr. Hendrick?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, just like getting the contract done was kind of a formality, but just really just focus on racing and trying to get as many wins as I can for Mr. Hendrick. And it's special to race for him, like you were asking, because it just I feel like he's such a loyal owner, and I feel like he just kind of gives us all the resources we need to go out there and perform. So very thankful to have him as my boss for years and really continue to grow with the team. I feel like we've made a lot of progress the last few years. So it's been a lot of fun.
And it wasn't hard to earn that extension after the season you've had, 4 top 5s in your last 7. If we include the All-Star race, 6 top 10s in your last 8. Each of those races and tracks, of course, something different week after week. But after your back-to-back win, your win in Daytona, did you feel a sense of momentum that you could build on from there? I know Daytona kind of is, it's a Super Bowl of NASCAR. It can be a one-off sometimes, but did you feel some real momentum after winning the 500 that's helped lead to the success so far this season?
I think so. I mean, I think our team was really good in the playoffs last year. We had I think it was like 7 weeks in a row where we finished in the top 6. And I feel like that momentum and making the championship 4 kind of was setting us up for a great year this year. So I think that was a lot of the reason for some of our early success we've had. But, yeah, I mean, the win at Daytona definitely helped that, kind of got everything off the ground, and making the playoffs is always a relief. So to be able to kind of get locked into the playoffs early on and just be able to focus on, how can we improve as a team and not have to worry about, getting in on points at the end. So, yeah, I think all those factors are helping us perform, and now we're just in a rhythm, and we're just trying to focus on the tracks that we haven't been as competitive at and try to be a little bit better.
Yeah, it'll be 7 straight appearances in the playoffs, and obviously getting in with the win makes it a heck of a lot easier than having to play the points game at the end of the season. If I can touch on Daytona for a little bit, it's a place I assume that can be intimidating for some drivers. You have been really, really successful there. Your first win was there in the Coke 0400, back-to-back in the 500s. I know this year was a little bit different with how the seas kind of parted for you as you were on the top side there and just happened to get clear of the wreckage there on the last lap. It can be intimidating, but why do you think you and your team have been so successful there?
I don't know. I think we just have been trying to perfect the super speedway racing. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite by any means, but I think that we just have been trying to perfect it and just get better. And I think the last couple of years we've been able to execute those races really well. It's kind of become a fuel strategy race. So I think our execution of that's been really strong. And then we've put ourselves in position to win a lot of those. So I think the numbers game kind of works itself out with having, different opportunities to win. So I feel like we've just continued to get better at it, and that's what's made us be in position to win the 500.
I want to get into some local connections too. As you're in the district this week, you're headed to a Nationals game tonight and headed around the district. One of our own DC native, Rajah Caruth, both of you guys drive for Spire in the Truck Series, just picked up his second win of his career in Nashville in the truck race. How well do you know him, and what was it like to see him kind of build his career and do it at such a young age?
Yeah, Rajah's been really a sponge. Like I know him from, we grew up doing some iRacing together. So I know him from that growing up, and then seeing him kind of come on the scene and really dive into everything, and just he works really hard. So I admire that. I think that's what it takes to be successful, and he obviously has talent because he's able to get speed out of those trucks and make lap times. So I think it's just a matter of experience and kind of honestly just kind of being able to put all the details together and focus on the right things. So it was cool to see him win. I felt like he did a good job, defending, and had a fast truck as well.
I'll get you out of here with a couple of thoughts on our closest tracks in the DMV region, a couple hours away, but Dover and Richmond. I've been to the race at Dover. It's actually one of my favorites. I know the concrete Monster Mile can be tricky for some folks, but the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 is coming up next month, July 20th. Then a month later, Cookout 400 is at Richmond on August 16th. Only Richmond race on the calendar this year, which is the first time in decades that's been the case besides the pandemic. But you've had a really good run at Dover, 3 top 5s there. You've led a bunch of laps at the Monster Mile. What's the key to doing well there and hopefully breaking through with a win this year?
Yeah, Dover's been pretty good track for us. It kind of races like an intermediate, and I feel like our intermediate package is always really strong. So I think our team is always fast and competitive at those intermediate tracks. So it's really no different at Dover. I feel like we've been good there, but I think last year we got in a crash or something maybe. So we need to improve, but I think we've always had speed. Got some stage wins there at times, and probably just about kind of putting all the pieces together when the track revers up.
William, I appreciate the time. Thanks so much, and best of luck on the rest of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Byron and the rest of the Cup Series are in Michigan this weekend for the Firekeepers Casino 400 on Prime Video. They'll be in our region twice this summer, next month in Dover, July 20th, and in Richmond on August 16th. A reminder that you can find District of Sports wherever you get your podcasts. Just search District of Sports in your favorite podcast app. Check out all of our sports coverage at WashingtonTimes.com/sports. And you can find me on social media at Gerbo3. I'm George Gerbo. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.